Hey everyone, it's Owen here from OTech, and today I'll be unboxing the MSI GTX 1070 Armor Edition, basically the black and white graphics card from MSI. And yeah, so this is the cheapest GTX 1070 from MSI currently, and it's the basic, like the cut down version compared to their Gaming X and Gaming Z lines. It's a black and white theme, and I'll show you later why I think that this is basically the only card that fits to a general theme with the MSI motherboards. The gaming line doesn't really fit with any of MSI's motherboards. But yeah, so let's take a look at the box first. So on the back you can see the design itself, black and white. Looks pretty cool actually. I kind of do like this design way more than the gaming one, since it's much less gaudy, less gamery red and black, typical gaming design, and it looks much more classy and clean, I say. And here's the heatsink. So it's basically the fan and the heatsink is from the previous gen MSI Twin Frozer, because this is the cheaper 1070 from MSI, so I guess that's what I had to do to cut costs and also to give a sense of premium on the Gaming X and Gaming Z line. So first, to take this out of the box, and we find another box. This time, let's see here, the user manuals and the accessories should be here. Yep, so warranty card, also like inside here, I guess. Yep. So here's the quick user's guide, although I kind of funny that they still have the OC series badge, because this series is long gone, which is a shame, since MSI's Lightning, Power Edition, and Hawk cards are really one of the better ones out there. Still my favorite cards of all. And yeah, you got some stickers, so that's kind of nice. Usually you don't get that with the graphics cards. And here you got the driver disc, and I guess afterburner. I would say don't use these, since you can just download the latest one from the NVIDIA GeForce website and also the MSI website for better optimized drivers and also better compatibility, overclocking utility. And yeah, so don't ever use a driver disk, just download the latest one from the internet, since latest ones are always better than the older ones. And so yeah, here it is. We got like a foam piece to protect the card, although to be honest, the accessory box should be enough protection from this card hitting the top. And yeah, so you can already kind of see the graphics card from the see-through plastic. It's an anti-static plastic bag, just as the usual. And also you get this, just like with any other MSI product. And yeah, here it is. It has two fans. These are supposed to be 10 centimeters, I guess. Yeah, so these are the blade designs of the previous Twin Frozer, so on the 900 series. And they also have the Zero Frozer feature, which is basically the fan stops on idle, which is I guess all graphics cards these days do. And yeah, the design itself looks pretty cool. And one thing I noticed is that the fan it's actually pretty smooth. It's been quite a long time before it stops, so it shows MSI is using some high quality bearings inside. At least it seems like. And yeah, you can see it for yourself. It's been for a long time. And here it is, the Play Hard Stay Silent sticker, removed before gaming, they say. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a better look at the left fan by taking it off. I can just peel this plastic off. It was kind of stuck. There we go. So here it is. Yeah, so the overall design is just a black and white design, and this card actually has the same PCB as the gaming line of graphics card from MSI, the GTX 1070 Gaming. So it isn't really any worse in terms of quality from the Gaming X line. It's just the branding and the color scheme that you're paying for, and also I guess the newer fans. And it does seem like the gaming line, you get a bigger heatsink, although the 1070 doesn't even run that hot, so should be okay. nevertheless, with a smaller heatsink. And you can see that the card is pretty huge. It's much larger than the PCIe slot, and it's longer too than the PCIe slot, obviously, and it's quite a lot longer than the reference card. And you can see all the power phases being occupied over here, so they're not really skimping on anything. At least it seems like it from this angle. And you know, it does also have the VRM heatsink also for the memory, so it's like a, what do you call it, base plate for the cooling the memory and the VRM. And on the back you also get some ventilation, and it does get some airflow since the fins are horizontally orientated, so the airflow kind of goes this way and that way, so some air will come out, although it's not much since this is an open air card, so most of the heat's just gonna accumulate inside the air of your case. So make sure you have good ventilation, as always with cards like these. And on the back you get a DVI connector, no analog though, just as usual. 3 DVI ports and also 1 HDMI port. This is also an HDMI 2.0 port, so you can plug this into a 4K TV and get 4K 60 FPS on it. And on top you get the 2 SLI fingers, although take note that these days NVIDIA doesn't allow more than 2-way SLI. So the point of these 2 connectors is to increase bandwidth between 2 cards if you're using SLI by using the MSI. Well, MSI does have the high bandwidth bridge, but NVIDIA made the high bandwidth bridge, which, you know, they claim to increase performance, especially at high resolution, and from what we've seen, it does increase a little bit, although it's not much, so it's not critical. But yeah, now you have that. And as for this card itself, it looks pretty nice, matte black PCB and everything, and I don't really see a reason to get the gaming line unless you really want the RGB, but even then, RGB doesn't make sense since the shroud is red, so it kind of always clashes on whatever color you choose. So I really would just get this card over any MSI gaming line. You know, the armor is a much better deal. Same PCB, so same quality and durability. Just a slightly downgraded cooler, which isn't a big deal. Well, at least that's what I've seen when people use these cards, but I'll test it myself. And yeah, you know, PCI slot at the bottom, 3.0 X16 as usual. But I guess that's about it. And an 8-pin over here, and you can see an empty spot for a 6-pin. But I guess that's for the GTX 1080, when I'm pretty sure they use the same PCB layout, so I guess they just left it there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this unboxing. I might do a review on it, but I'm not too sure. So yeah, for now, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, please leave a like and please click subscribe to see more of my videos. Thanks for watching.